Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk about how to get good bass in your rooms. This is a common problem that we see a lot, and people do a lot of things wrong to even complicate the situation even more. But the first thing we have to do is look at room size, volume, and make it low frequency friendly. Now, how do we do that? Well, we choose the right size for one. If we don't have that option, then we don't want to overpressurize it. Okay, we want to put the right amount of pressure for the right amount of volume and the right usage. And then we have to make some compromises. Okay, so we want to match the driver output to the room volume. We don't want to put a 15-inch driver in a vocal room. That's what a lot of you are trying to do. Quantity is not quality, not when it comes to energy management and pressure. Less is best, okay? Doesn't mean you have to sacrifice less in the presentation value. You'll sacrifice less distortion and have more sound quality, more definition, more attack and decay. That's what you're after, okay? Whether you know it or not. We also must match the sub volume, the gain, to the room volume. We don't want to get too crazy. We want to make sure that the crossover, the sub, is sending that energy, that frequency and amplitude of energy into the room that matches what the room is going to be used for, usage, but also matches the volume of the room. Volume of the room is critical. So you want to think about those two things. Crossover, subwoofer. On most subwoofers, you have a crossover point where energy above that point is transmitted into the room, energy below that point is not. That's going to have to be an area that you experiment with and find. And it's going to vary from track to track, from source to source, and from amplitude to amplitude. So you're going to have to do some experimenting, do some room tuning, and figure it out. Next thing you can do is axial and tangential mode management. Those two modes are the most audible. They create the most problems. So you've got to manage them. You've got to treat them correctly at the right wall location. Reverb management, low frequency definition. If you manage middle and high frequency reverberation, and yes, low frequency reverberation in the room, you'll get more definition. You'll get more separation. You'll get more attack and decay. Lower room noise floor, make the room quieter. That benefits everything. Noise is room distortion, okay? If you lower the amount of noise or room distortion, you're going back to our glass of water, and we're sitting at the bottom of the glass, which is pretty much the case with low-frequency energy in small rooms. We lower the noise floor in the room. We don't have to turn the gain up. People want more, so they turn up. That just creates more problem. More gain is more problems, not more sound. More problems. So reverb management across the spectrum, low, middle, and high frequencies, will go a long way to improving your definition in the lower end. Another issue we can deal with, structural density, construction methodology. Certain rooms handle low frequency better based on their construction, the materials used. Concrete is a great room material to use for management because it doesn't move. Wood moves, not as much as the aluminum studs and stuff. We don't use any of those in our construction methodologies. So the room will move, the room will flex, and that flexing creates some distortion. So the density and composition of the room can go a long way to managing your low frequency energy. So how to get good bass in a room, it's a complicated thing, and you got to do a lot of little things correctly and in the right order. Just like in the overall room sonic presentation value, you have to do a lot of little things and do them in the right order, and you can't skip steps. How to get bass in rooms. I hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.